Hello everyone, welcome back to Mad About Cards and Crafts and the Hop to celebrate Christine Patterson's 500 Subbie celebration. I'm going to start by showing you the products we're using today. I'm starting with Strike Up the Band, which is a My Favorite Things vault release. And then I also have this Display a Card from Mama Elephant. This is my first time using this particular die set. It comes with those little clouds, which can also be trees, and then it will create kind of like a shadow box. So we're going to work with these products today. I did color up the majority of those little rabbits because I knew that the coloring would take a very long time. I am coloring the bunny. I'm starting with the shoes, and I'm coloring the shoes in Cold Gray 5, and the darker color is Cold Gray 6. I probably take about maybe 25 minutes just to color this one little bunny up. So when you're coloring with colored pencils, and today I'm using my Faber Castell Polychromos, when you're coloring with them, you have to do multiple layers. I am coloring on Bristol Vellum cardstock, which is my cardstock of choice when using these colored pencils. I'm not using any Gamsol or blender with this. I am just strictly coloring them and using the Polychromos to blend it out. The bunny, the dark color is called Mortem, and the light color is Raw Umber, and my mid-tone is Bistra, and I will link the information in the description box below. So I start with my darkest color and put my shading in where I want my shading, and then I bring in my mid-tone, and then I'll either do a light coat of the light color and put white over that, or sometimes I will lay the white down immediately and then just use my light color over top of that. By using the white colored pencil, I find that I get just a little bit more of a highlight than I would if I were just using the pencil. I do color the inside of the ears with cinnamon as my darker color and light flesh as my lighter color, and now I'm starting to color the little band hat. The reds that I'm using for that are Scarlet Red, which is the lighter tone, and then I come in with a deep scarlet red and do a little bit of shading with that. The blue that I use on the jacket and that part of the hat is the dark color is Prussian blue, the mid-tone is cobalt blue, and the light color is ultramarine. So those are the colors that I'll be using as I color this little bunny. And I just think that this set is super cute. This is actually one of the originals. So when it was first released, I bought this set, and it has come back out in the vault, which makes it super exciting for me because I try to use products that you can purchase yourselves still. I try not to use expired products as far as stamps go. So this is available at My Favorite Things, and yeah, I just think that it's a really cute set. Now you'll find when I start putting my card together that I don't do a lot of coloring or anything on the shadow box, and I think that there's a lot of things that you could do with it, and I could have done maybe added a little bit more to the scene than I did, but I wanted to add all of these little rabbits, and so knowing that space was going to be an issue, I pretty much kept that display card pretty simple. I just wanted to talk a little bit about Christine. She is over at Patter Crafts, and I am going to link her channel below. I would love for you to go over there and show her some love. Just let her know how special she is. We are so excited that she has reached this milestone. In fact, I believe she is well on her way to 600 right now, which is super exciting. So we are so happy to be hopping with her. There is a prize. There's a $50 gift card to Scrappin' for Less. And that drawing, I will be drawing on my channel a winner on May 23rd. And then over on the Scrappin' for Less page, they will draw a grand prize winner from all of the stops in the hop. So make sure that you are subscribed, and for each stop in the hop where you leave a comment and are subscribed, that is an entry into the drawing. So I would encourage you to hop along and look at the wonderful content that we have available. There's some wonderful crafters that are participating, maybe some that are new to you, so hop along and enjoy. Now these are the pieces that cut out. You need a front side and a back side, and I thought that I would go in maybe and try to reinforce some of those score lines, but it really didn't work very well for me. My bone folder, I probably should have used maybe one of my other tools, but this particular bone folder is a little bit fat, so it did not it was a waste of time for me to even try scoring it. So I'm just doing a little bit of accordion folding with the score lines that came with that particular die cut. So it's already scored, and again, I am just folding it over, and I am going to start putting the box together. Now I probably should have watched and paid a little bit more attention to how this particular scene goes together. I did struggle a little bit with the what ends up being my grassy areas. I don't know if they're I'm imagining that I probably didn't put them in right. Let's just say that. I didn't put them in properly. I need to watch a few more videos maybe, but I started to put them together, and I ended up having to take it apart and I ended up cutting one of the hills, the little side tabs, because when I was trying to fold the card down, and you'll see I left some of the fiddling in there, when I tried to fold it down flat, they were bulging, and so it had to have been the way that I put it together, and I need a little bit more practice. I love the way the end result looks, but I certainly need more practice. Now I'm using a little bit of purple tape just to cover the sides. I don't want to get any of this ink onto the sides of my card, so I am going to ink the front and back panel with a little bit of mowed lawn, and this is distress ink, not distress oxide, and those hills I'm going to do the same thing. So I will come back in with just a little bit of blending. Those are my Amazon brushes. I'm not doing, I'm not really trying to get a really high concentrated look of the green grass. I'm just trying to lay some color down. Then I will come across the top portion of that frame, front and back, and I will also ink it up with a little bit of Salty Ocean. So just a little bit of grass, a little bit of sky, and then I'll start assembling my card. I did use a combination of score tape, and I used a little bit of wet glue. I used score tape on one side, and then I thought that I would use the wet glue on the other side. That way, if I needed to reposition something, I could do it a little more easily. As far as the box goes, this portion, this was super easy to assemble, And my sides are going to be white. I didn't want to have any inking on the sides of the card, so I did, leave them white, and that's why I used that particular purple tape, just a small portion. Now this is a back panel, and what I decided to do is I decided that I wanted my card to, you could either leave this card and just use the shadow box and have a solid piece in the back, or you could have an opening and use the scene. And I decided that I wanted to do it this way so that I could attach the whole piece to another A2 size top folding card. So I used Neenah Solar White 80-pound cardstock on both this cutout shadow box and on the card base that I adhere this to. And so I wanted to do it this way because I still wanted to be able to send a full message, and I thought that this would be the best way to achieve that. I'm taking that score tape off, and see, I'm attaching it to the back portion of that accordion fold, and then I will put this second piece and attach it more towards the front of the accordion fold, so the second one. And I think I line them up really well, and when I put the whole thing together, it's fantastic. The problem is that when I'm trying to put it inside of a envelope, it's not going to lay flat. So I'm going to adhere that, and that's where I'm using the wet glue, and then I'm going to come over. I did have a piece of score tape on that second one, so I'm going to come across and I'm going to line it up, and then I'm going to glue it down. And I should have checked right here, but you'll see how it's not laying flat. There's like it's bulging up. The little grass areas are bulging up. So I end up taking it apart and putting it back together with the box fully put together, and I found that that worked easier for me. That was just much easier trying to get it, and see, it's laying much flatter. So putting it in after the box is put together was much easier. Now I did take and cut those little rabbits out using my brother's Scan and Cut, and I have 6 of them. I did use black gel pen for the eyes, and I smeared one of them, so one of them's a little bit funky, but that's okay. And I tried putting a little smile on the rabbit. The one in the upper left, I don't know if I like it that much. Tell me, do you like the different facial expressions, or do you think I should have just left it uniform like the rest of them? I think I should have left it uniform, but I went ahead and went with it. I am going to adhere them to the grass. I am using the sentiment "You rocked it" because Christine has rocked the YouTube world, and she has become just a shining star in the community. And so I thought that this was the perfect celebratory sentiment for this card. The theme for the hop was celebration, and we are celebrating Christine, and so I thought that this was absolutely perfect for that. Now, in that background that you see in the very, very back, I am going to come in with some of those Mama Elephant clouds, and I will cut those out from Neenah Solar White 80-pound cardstock as well, and that's going to be my card. So I want to say a quick congratulations to Christine. I know that you are going to hit 1,000 so fast. Thank you so much for allowing me to be in your hop and to celebrate. Everybody, I hope that you hop along, enjoy the content, and have a fabulous day. I will show you a quick close-up, and then I will share some videos that might be of interest to you. If you haven't subscribed, I'd love for you to subscribe.